How do we subtract mixed numbers with unlike denominators? We are going to discuss the best strategy with the help of three examples. As you can see, we are going to do 3 and a half minus 2 1/3, 5 1 over 4 minus 2 1 over 6, and C is 3 7 over 10 minus 1 4 over 5. Not only they have unlike denominators, but there is a variation. You will see that denominators may have a common factor, they may not have a common factor, and sometimes when you subtract, you may have to borrow. So there are different strategies which will be applied to solve all the three questions. So stay with us to understand all the strategies once for all. I am Anil Kumar. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Absolutely free for the last 15 years, a platform where you can share the questions and get my solutions. So now let's begin with the very first question here, which is we need to understand how do we subtract improper numbers when the denominators are not the same. So if we have 3 and a half minus 2 1/3. Now this type of question can be solved very easily by not converting to improper fractions. However, we'll follow one strategy where we will be converting to improper fractions in general, right? So the first step will be to convert to improper fraction. How do we do that? 3 times 2 is 6 and 1 gives us 7. So you multiply 3 with 2, right? And then add 1. Keep the denominator as it is, right? Similarly, it is 2 times 3 plus 1, and the denominator remains as 3. So we get 6 plus 1 as 7 over 2 minus 2 and 3, 6 plus 1, 7 over 3. Is that clear to you? Correct? So these are all equivalent expressions. Now you see that the denominators are not the same. 2 and 3 are both co-prime. They do not have anything in common. So in this case, we can actually cross multiply or make the common denominator as 6, 3 times 2, right? So making it 6 means that I have to multiply 7 and 2 by 3. So 3 times 7 is 21 minus. To make this as 6, I have to multiply twice, right? So it becomes 14. So you see, we get 21 over 14. 21 minus 14 over 6, right? So I'm going to rewrite this as equal to, in the numerator, we have 21, from where we have to take away 14, and the common denominator is 6 for us. Is that clear to you? Now 21 minus 14 is 7 and 7 over 6. So what do we get? We get improper fraction, which now we can convert back to mixed number. Dividing 7 by 6, we get 1, 1 remainder, and 6. So these are the steps which we are going to follow, right? There was a simpler way, of course, which is 3 minus 2 will give us 1, and then we could do half minus 1 over 3, right? So in this particular case, that could have been better. However, understanding one's strategy clearly and performing consistently is better. Okay, great. So we got the very first one. I hope you have understood the strategy, correct? Follow this process and do the other two. Now let's take the next example, which is B. And this time we are going to do 5 1 over 4 and we'll subtract 2 1 over 6. Now, common denominator does not necessarily mean that you multiply the denominators. If you do so, in this case, you get 4 times 6, 24. However, they have something common which is 2. So the common denominator is not 24. I mean, the lowest common, right? So the idea here is always to find the lowest common multiple. Now, between 4 and 6, it is 12, which is lowest common multiple. You will also use this ladder kind of a division method, which can help you to factor out the common factors. For example, here we could divide by 2, correct? And therefore, we have the LCM as 2 times 2 times 3, which is 4 times 3 is 12. So we have to make the common denominator as 12, correct? But before that, we will again convert this to improper fractions. So let's do the conversion. So this time I'll do straight 5 times 4, 20 plus 1, 21. So you know now 21 by 4 minus 6 times 2, 12 and 1, 13 by 6. We need a common denominator of 12. So I'm going to multiply 21 by 3, right? So that gives me 63 by 12. And here, multiplying by 2 will give me 12 in the denominator. So numerator also will be twice, 26. Now we get our answer, which is what? We'll take away, so let me just do it on the right side. I might need more space. Correct. Okay, great. So we'll take it here. So what we have is a common denominator of 12. We can now do 63 minus 26. Clear. So 13 take away 6 is 7, borrow 1. So 5 minus 2 is 3. So we get 37 over 12. Now back to the mixed numbers. 37 times, we'll go 12 times 3 is 36. So we are left with 1. And so that will be 3, 1 over 12. Is that clear to you? So what we did was, we divided 37 by 12, right? So 12 times 3 is 36, and the remainder was 1. That is how we got our answer, right? So this is the remainder still to be divided by 2, and that is the quotient 3, right? So I hope you have understood here that LCM does not really mean that you just multiply the denominators, right? So, well, in case you want to learn from me, feel free to send an email on globalmathinstitute@gmail.com. Our students are right there on the top since they use the best strategies to solve problems. Great. Let's now look into the third question here, which is 3 7 over 10 minus 1 4 over 5. Now, in this case, 10 is a multiple of 5. So we don't have to do much. We know that we need to convert it to LCM of 10, right? Correct. Well, the first step will be convert that to improper fraction. 3 times 10, 30 plus 7, 37 over 10 minus 5 plus 4, 9 over 5. Correct. Let's convert 37 over 10 minus times 2, right? 18 over 10. Great. Now here we can do 10 is the common denominator. I prefer to write together like this. And 37 you could write separately also as it is already written. Correct. So 37 minus 18, right? So 17 minus 8 will be 9 and 2 minus 1 is 1. So we get 10 in the denominator, 19 in the numerator. So it is 1, 9 over 10. Makes sense, correct? So that is how we are going to do subtraction of mixed numbers with unlike denominator. So I hope you have understood this strategy. Go through our playlist and see how do we work efficiently with fractions and many other questions. If you like and subscribe to my video, that'd be great. Thanks for your valuable time and all the best.